Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Star Shadow Plays. I'm Rose Rob, aka Star Shadow, and we are continuing on with our San Marino challenge in FM21, which is to take the tiny microstate of San Marino all the way from the bottom of the FIFA rankings to number 1. Simultaneously, we're taking a club based in San Marino all the way to Champions League's glory, something we've already done, as you'll be seeing shortly some of the results of that. Anyway, for this part of the challenge, we took over a club in San Marino called San Marino Calcio, a place in the Italian division, but is based in San Marino. Went defunct in 2019, but has apparently been refounded, so you can find them in lower division databases in Italy. So definitely check that out if you'd like to play with them. But in this universe, we pumped a ton of money into them, and when we refounded them to see if we can do this challenge by pimping out the youth intakes, because I think that's the way you gotta do it. You gotta at least get a club going and get some youth intakes. Some other people over a longer periods probably would take over a couple clubs and try to build them up, but this is really the way to go, is definitely getting the youth intakes up in order to do this, because the quality of player to start off with, not good. And apparently if you really do get your youth intakes up, then you do get some solid players. As you can see from us, we are actually ranked pretty highly. We're ranked 64th, I think is where we're sitting right now in the world. So made it to the World Cup, made it out of our group and into the second round. So there's some talent there. And I mean, it's not a great team yet. It's still building, and we're still getting players coming through and such. So it's not like we are like dominating or something, but you can kind of see the trend. And it's been only 14 years or so. If I had more time, I wish I could push it, or if it ran faster, I'd probably set it up. There's a bunch of things I wish I had done differently with this, including getting the editor so I could clean things up as well. But yeah, it's running slow. But anyway, or it's a club update time, because we are at the UEFA Super Cup, meaning that we won the Champions League once again, and we have now won someone I wanted to see. No, that is what I want to see. Club info history competitions. Let's take a look at Champions League. Alright, so we've been to Champions League 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. And we've won 4. So we've won 4 of the last 5, actually, going out in the semifinals year before. Last year was not fun because we had to face, of course, Liverpool in our group. Then knockout first leg, Manchester United. In the quarterfinal, Manchester City. In the semifinal, Tottenham. And then in the final, our group mates Liverpool showed up again. So we had to single-handedly take out the entire Premiership top five to get through. I guess top 4 maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, top 4 to get to win the Champions League. Yeah, so in terms of ties against against English teams, we are still somehow undefeated, which is wonderful. Trying to knock them off their perch, since we all know they are overpowered for some reason in this, especially in this one. So anything I can do to knock them off is always wonderful. But the Premiership is a little bit interesting. We're gonna have some new teams coming through now, because I know Wolves was one of the teams that made it into the Champions League. It's good. I'm glad to see some shakeups, although Manchester United won the league again, so blah blah blah. I don't like them. Anyway, Serie A for us, of course, at this point we are winning it all the time. You see, first was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row, and then 7 of the last 8. This one we haven't started yet. So yeah, right now the teams are not really able to hang with us, and financially they're in real bad shape. So it's like we are the hope. They even trying to buy players off of them, it's not helping. They're I mean, we have one team. I think Milan is the one team that's actually doing anything in Europe to help, but it's been kind of ugly. But that's the way it goes. All right, the team, as you can see, is pretty stacked. Even players that are like 3 stars are pretty solid players. So we're working hard here to continue to be what we are. So we have a new player come through, our keeper that we signed to be our backup last year, but couldn't move because of EU rules. Jakob, what is his name? Jakob Ildrium, 18 years old. It says 2.5 stars, but you look at this, can't be 2.5 stars. His handling kind of sucks, so we're gonna work on that. But I mean, how is he terrible? Wonder Kid. When we first saw him, he was 16, and he was good then. So I was like, I gotta sign that guy. So signed him, but he couldn't move until he was 18, so he just moved this summer. So we're very happy to have him aboard. And we also signed. Can you see him? Kind of, maybe not. Abdoulaye Sylla. Spent a lot of money, but we got a ton of money, so it doesn't matter. This is someone we were actually considering a couple years ago to play the DM position, but he's really blown up a bit. You can see good solid player here. Good head, look at his heading and tackling. So he's going to be a defender for us in the middle. We're going to try him there. And of course, he can always also step up there if we need him to. So yeah, very, very excited to spend. We spent 80 million, I think. Yeah, that was what they wanted. So that's what we spent. And like I said, for us, that's nothing because we've been selling on players and such. So we have like a $400 million, over $400 million transfer budget. We're going to be looking to sell on a couple more players as well. I think Jose Tadeo is probably going to go. Not because he's bad, because he's pretty good. He's wanted by Tottenham, but they haven't wanted to pay any kind of money yet. But he's pretty good. But we have youngsters coming that are going to have a ton of potential. So I want to open up a spot at this point. And he didn't play that well last year, unfortunately. So we're going to try and get some money for him. And probably Tariq Mohram will probably move on. Again, it's the same kind of thing where we got midfielders coming through that actually it's not a midfielder that coming through that we're looking at. We're looking at bringing in the Spanish Wonder Kid who is really good. And so I need to open up a spot. And he's wanted by, who are you wanted by? That's not paying any money yet. Juventus? No, he's wanted by someone else too. And of course, since it's my players, the AI is just like, nah, we don't want to pay anything, even though guy's definitely better than everyone on our teams. You know, even at Champions League level, but no, we don't want to pay any money. We're gonna spend 100 million on a guy who sucks. But that's the AI for you. What can you do about it? Oh, and also we're probably gonna move on Jelko Josipovic, who kind of struggled last season. He's so good and he played very well, but previous seasons, but last season kind of struggled. And so since we brought in Christian Mussere, who is 18, and so therefore, you know, pretty much as good. I mean, his finishing's not as good, but he's got composure. And he's only 18, so this is only gonna go up a bit. So it's like, okay, we got a replacement, and we also have there's always strikers available, and pretty soon Federico Machina is gonna be ready to go. Who is our next San Marinese hope? I think just needs to develop. Probably might try someone on loan. We'll see. Also, I have a complete forward in Wesley who's developing, who we're thinking about trying to bring up somehow, which means we might have to move on like Glenn McKenzie or something. And of course, Christian Lemos, who is very athletic, and you can't even see him. Like I said, very athletic. And Bentley, I mean, I don't know where I would play him. Right? I mean, he's gonna have to play like the complete forward position, but I don't know if he's good enough for that, unfortunately. But I mean, it'd be worth a shot for a year before we sell him on if that were to come to pass. And of course, he just bought Facundo Dominguez, attacking midfielder, as you can see. got some ways to develop here. Got us Mikalauskis, who's been in our system for a while, developing. Didn't definitely need to go on loan. He's 20, but look at that potential. Andrea Lamontagna, who is someone who is also someone we've been looking to break through as a defensive midfielder. Got the passing for it, but he can also play center back pretty well. So he's 18. Very excited about that. Well, like Nabil Alak, who is Moroccan right back and also plays central defender, who I wouldn't mind bringing up just to get some time in the club. Andre Meneses, another a left back though. So with Alessandro Mancini getting up there in age, we have to start looking at succession plans. So he might be part of that. Razin Malocha, who is developing as a midfielder, not as a right wing back, even though it's nice to have someone who has that versatility, of course. Is there anything else I want to just point out here? Sebastian Hoffman, kind of more of a defensive midfielder. Probably someone we're just going to try and develop and sell, but we'll see. Dennis Berger, who is someone we bought this summer. Probably a midfielder, probably. Ever see a striker? So we're playing him as a striker. Yeah. But yeah, that's like. Oh yeah, we just bought. Gonna say, Povoliniak. Look at this guy. He's pretty good already too. He could make a jump to the senior side if we sell on center defenders. Yeah, we had bought him. He's pretty good. And Juanma still developing, 19. Still a lot of potential to go here. So we are working. Going through everything right now because we still have like Manuel Gasparoni as another striker coming through for us in San Marino. Got a ways to go to develop, but something we're hopeful for. Roberto Canini, central defender, who if he can hit this 4-star would be really good, and something we desperately need on the San Marinese national team. It's already pretty solid, so he's already got a couple caps, so we need him to keep developing. He's only 17 too. Berto Baciocchi needs to develop too. But you see, we got some hopes here. Baldacci, 17 years old, developing a bit. Silly Marcini, who's also someone we play center back, either footed too, but he's developed. We need playing time for these guys. Battistini, another. So we're trying to develop all these guys. This is gonna be the first time ever, actually, first time in a long time that our C-side is gonna be kind of weak. Actually, I have a lot of like players that are super high potential because a lot of them have moved up to the B squad now. But let's get into this game then. We've spent almost 15 minutes kind of going through what we've gone through. But if you did want to see which one shows the transfer budget? Almost 500 million. So we have a lot of money. All right. So we're gonna go send out our first team, of course. Let's see. This is what I was talking about. Alessandro Mancini, our very big star left wing back. Good natural fitness though, so he may have a couple more years in him still. But he's 29. Not sure how many more years we got out of him, but I'm feeling pretty good right now about Gabriele Ugolini, whose potential is good. Like they say, is CA is 4 stars, which would be a leading Serie A player, probably more than that. Not quite. He needs to develop mentally, but I mean, there's a lot there to like. This might be a better look actually, so you can kind of see mentally he's still working his way here. But there's a lot to like here. What did they say he is currently operating at Serie A? But they say he can only improve by a slight amount, which is, yeah. Hopefully he can develop more than that. And of course our forwards or star forwards here, Chris Wakeham, who's still scoring, just scoring lots and lots and lots of goals. You know, playing as a complete forward on support, still just scoring tons of goals. Juan Cortes, another elite striker, 17 finishing, 20 composure. Wow. Just wow. So yeah, he's a good striker too. So let's see what we can do here. Oh yeah, let's take a look. Matan Moore, who is someone who came through, didn't come through our youth league, but we bought it from Israel. He's an Israeli. Definitely coming along. He got on track to be a world-class player, world-class defender, which would be pretty cool to have an Israeli. I love it when they come from smaller countries and places you don't expect to see a world-class footballer come from. So we're excited to have him and keep him developing. He's still kind of been playing in the backup kind of role, but he's played a bit too. You know, our backups, we are liberal with our rotation, so if you're in the squad, you get a lot of playing time. You're gonna get 20 matches. Like you probably get 10 to 15 starts at least, even as a backup, and then but you'll get like 25 appearances as well. So yeah, we give a lot of playing time out, both because it's all the first couple of months of the Italian schedule is really packed, which I think is a function of how the things got set up. So you know, schedule got really screwed in this, which is why things are really weird. But let's get into this then. Been talking about 20 minutes now, as a note 17. So let's get into this and see how things are gonna shape up. So yeah, Cortes, Wakeham up top. Our triumvirate here we saw Roberto Sanchez, world-class midfielder. He's really good. Scores a ton of goals. Rene Samaniego, still kicking around 25. You know, we tend to start getting some itchy fingers sometimes, and when they're not that great. Well, not that great. He's a good player. This is a real good player, which is why he's in the first team. Good, solid box-to-box guy. So he is not lost that position. I don't think there's any reason for him to lose it for this year even. And of course our captain, Sebastian Jara, tireless defensive midfielder. Not super athletic, but does the job. Pretty good smarts, but you know, positioning is good. Good tackler, good marking, good enough jumping reach, good passer. Very enjoyable here. The wingbacks, A San Marino, basically got the attributes of the athleticism of a central defender, but marking is not quite good enough, and tackling may not be good enough, but more than good enough for a wingback on support in my system. So with that 10 and 10, that's pretty solid. So that's where he's found a home. He's been playing pretty well, actually. Like I said, our star wingback, Alessandro Mancini, and then mainstay at the left central defender position, Paulo Alexandre. Only one cap for Brazil somehow. He's been good, very athletic, smart player, good tackler. Adrian Miranda, on track to be world-class, athletic, doesn't jump as well as we would like, but yeah, he's pretty good still. Good passer too, good tackler. So we are very excited to see how he continues to develop. He's only 22. Chelsea wants him. Chelsea's not going to get him. And stepping in, because normally this would be where Adelaide Silva would start, is Jeffrey Van de Beek, who is also someone who is pretty close to world class himself. Very athletic, as you can see. Very good defender, or very good mentally, and a good defender. Can also play out wide as the left wing back, and do it pretty well too. So I love his versatility, and so he's gonna be playing a lot, even though he may not be a nailed on first teamer. He's gonna play a lot. And of course, our starting keeper is Julio Mesa, who is gonna get another shot here. He's not gonna be playing as much as he did last year. He's a decent keeper. The reflexes are not getting the job done, I guess. He did not save as many shots as I would have hoped. So yeah, we'll see. But now that we have Yildirim as a backup, capable backup, if he has a bad match, may as well be sitting down. Because I think Yildirim will get the job done. So be excited to see that. Let's get into it. Balanced, of course. So how we start. He's gonna be bombing. He's gonna be setting up here. Him forward. Him up. Him up. So it should be good. Squad number given. Probably switch that for the season. Might give him the 12. But we'll see. Alright. Oh hey, a couple guys like the fans apparently. Normally if I say anything about the fans, the team just goes whatever. But you know what you got. Everyone should be fine. We'll yell at them as needed. You can see already they want me to be tackling everyone hard. Okay, one guy either footed. You are right footed though. Okay, oh yeah, he's pretty good. Yeah, he's pretty good. Alright, let's take a look at these guys closer. Andrian. Fast. Not bad. Sosa, yeah, we can tackle him hard. Elite winger, fast, dribbler. Intse. Good passer. Really good passer. Jeremy Pino. He's a striker-ish kind of player. Not terrible. Either footed central defender playing midfield. He must be the deep liar here. He can kind of pass though. Not a bad passer at all. He's pretty athletic. Alright. And Roberto Clemente. He's playing some kind of box-to-box role. Very athletic. Not anything special. He's a good, decent passer. Some long shots, but yeah, I guess that there's almost going to be like this actual size gap between the attackers and the defenders. Should be a great occasion out there today, shouldn't it? Sure. Fans are excited. Abdoulaye Sylla is suspended. How big of an absence will he be today? We don't know. Oh, we really don't know because he hasn't played a competitive match for us. I am disappointed though because I wanted to see how he would start, but that's okay. I'm really excited to have him in the team. All right, let's do it. Oh, he didn't. Oh, what was he doing? He had everyone in the area and just did not deliver the ball. Ended up pulling it back instead. I don't understand the decision making there. That was real weird. Give back. Oh, it took too long. There we go. Up. Wake him? No. Oof. That was teasing, actually. That was teasing. jumping on him early here. Don't mind it. Don't mind it at all. I had a couple corners. Now, we are definitely holding onto the ball. Let's be playing back a little bit. Not fashioning many chances yet, though. Nice. Oh. Oof. That's a tough header, though. That was pretty good cross. First time cross there. Alright, Mancini not doing much. Cut the man bar. We're gonna try and up it a little bit. Getting a little too crazy there. Kind of cagey. Alexander Mancini doing nothing apparently. Alright, we're going to try to take advantage of this by doing that. And we'll start making formation changes to go a little more attacking pretty soon. I want to see how this change affects first. Chris Pickham's not playing very well either. Kind of surprising here. Two of our best players are not doing much. Never good. Oh my god, just gave the ball right away. Good ball. Allison Bruno, what a boy. We get a lot of late runs into the box from our right wing back, which is nice. Santana Sosa likes to do that too. He scored a few goals from pretty much that position as well. It's a good cross. Chini starting to get in the match a little bit. Oh, they lost Sayard. Could do that. I'm like too good of a match for me to be like, I gotta pull ya. I'm not going to. Not yet. Don't see any reason. If we were to score another goal, I'd probably do it. I don't see a reason yet. Oh, got beat there. Okay, good. Just playing too well right now. I hate pulling guys who are playing super well. Unless we're like, you know, it's well in hand that it doesn't matter. One of the nice things is that now a lot of our center defenders are actually pretty good on the ball. Paulo Alexandre is not, but in this lineup, Miranda and on his weaker foot and Van de Beek are definitely really good on the ball. Silla's very good on the ball as well, and Jose Tadeo is as well. Because he's basically a midfielder. Bring in Armin to kind of bring a little energy. All the midfield was getting tired, so I wanted to bring in someone at least to bring in some energy. Got a little bit lucky there. They're coming at us. Wait, hold on. Nice find there. Nice. Cut inside. Nope. Oh. There's a youngster there. Picking that up. He did a nice run too by the complete wingback trying to get inside there. That was wonderful. Oh, I wish he would have crossed that one first time. What you do with it? Ooh, okay. Honestly, Ugolini probably doesn't have the mentals to play the complete wingback position that well, but he's been trained in it, so plays it for the national side too, so I'll let him go. Nice, 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 nice. All right, so they're gonna get an hour and a half. Because it's not us with the, it's not us down. Oh, they didn't get that much time. It was only about 20 seconds. Normally, they get like an extra minute or so when they're down. All right, that's not bad. Not bad, except that was not a good performance. I mean, Ugolini wasn't much better, but still wasn't a quality San Marino performance. It's not the kind of thing you expect to dominate more. But we have won the Super Cup every time we've been in it, I believe, so fine. How pleased are you to win the Super Cup? It's fine. It's for the fans, because they're the ones that care. But that's fine. That's fine. All right, so yeah, the club is in great kind of hands here. Another Super Cup win. We've won it 4 times. Oh, our Olympiacos friendly got canceled. I'm gonna have to find someone to play then. Yeah. Okay, we didn't score as much as we would have liked. It's fine. But yeah, so we have still some friendlies to go here. Then Soria starts. Salernitana first, Cagliari, then Inter Roma. That'll be fun. But that stretch is kind of bad. Milan Lazio could be. Lazio hasn't been that good lately, so this might not be as bad. This Juventus match is going to be tough still because they're so good team. They're just not performing very well. Sandwich between Inter. The cup, at least it starts to quiet down then. But look, this stretch going in May, Frosinone, Hellas Verona, Brescia, Crotone, a bunch of mid-table to relegation teams here, so we have any doubts at that point, should be able to bring it home. But last season we had wrapped up the title with a month and a half to spare, I think it was. Might have been more than that. We were up by like 20 points at January, so it was pretty much a foregone conclusion at that time. Sad thing was, Frosinone had made a big push in the first half of the season to get in the Champions League places. They were up to second, I think, and then fell apart in the second half of the season. I was so upset. I was like, "Oh, that's cool. They're gonna make it. They're gonna make it." Then they took like 3 points or something. It might have been a few more than that in the second half, but man, that was disappointing. Yeah, so that's gonna do it. That's our club update then, so you can kind of see what's going on with the club. Lots of money, as you can see, lots of changes coming through. We still have lots of youth players coming through and changes coming, but the national team will be back next episode, and we will continue with Nations League A competition. This is going to be something that's going to be crazy because we are going to be facing some really good teams in Wales. Wales is 21st and they have Chris Wakeham on their team, so they are actually pretty good. So this is not a team to take lightly at all. But yeah, Italy, Portugal, Wales. This is good. This is exactly what you would expect out of a Nations League A group. So we want to prove that we can hang with the big boys, and if we cannot get relegated, that's the goal. So we'll see how that goes, but we have some playing to do to get there, so that will come later. So thank you all for watching and hanging out and following along with what we do here in this challenge. That's not a challenge, kind of, at least on the club side, but you know, we're trying to see if this is possible, and if it's possible under this kind of best case scenario, then at least you know that you can do it. It's always been kind of a thought that maybe you might not be able to do it even under a best case scenario, but no one's ever actually tried enough to be able to do that. And I don't know, I'm not going to go much further probably with this to see if we can get to number one. We're kind of plateauing in the bottom 60s there, are close to 15, but we'll see. Maybe after the Nations League, that might get us some more points that might bring us up a little bit, but we'll see. So like I said, thank y'all for watching and supporting and everything, and if you're enjoying the videos, of course, like, comment, subscribe, share, all the good stuff, and any of the videos you watch on the channel. I really do appreciate it, and shout out to all the subscribers here. Much love and appreciation to you. I mean, getting to 50 subscribers is just mind-blowing to me. Never would have ever expected it. So like I said, much love and appreciation to all of you. There's links in the description of the video to our Twitch if you want to come hang out, and our Twitter. If you can get to one, you get to everything else. I stream just a little bit, short streams, usually about an hour, 20 nights a week, and it's at a terrible time for a lot of people, I know. So but I have a full-time job and I'm a dad, so I gotta find the time I can. So, and that's the time that's consistently open, so that's when I do it. So yeah, once again, thank you. Really do appreciate it. So hopefully you all are doing well out there. Stay well, stay safe, stay good, stay healthy out there, and I will see all of y'all next time.